for me at least, at the point I'm at right now in my life, I pretty well know, like, this is what I want. And one of the top things that I'm looking for is somebody who's kind, somebody who's sweet and kind and giving, because that's the kind of person I am. And I've been with somebody who's not like that. And I know that there are people out there for those kinds of people, but for me, I need somebody that's kind. And that's one of the biggest contributors. So kind, easygoing, puts the other person first. When you have two people that are both putting the other person first, I think it makes that relationship a lot better. And so that's definitely, a major piece of what makes me happy. Of course, there's all the other things I'm looking for as well, that clearly, like, those relationships didn't work out, and so there were other pieces that were missing. But that would be one of those big ones. Let me share what aspects, positively and negatively. All right, so another positive thing, something that positive aspect, is someone who has similar interests and you can build stories with. In that, you can go travel with, you can do day-to-day, whether it's just cooking breakfast or dinner, or going out to a party, or traveling the world together, like having like that aspect of those similar kinds of interests, greatly, and for me at least, greatly increase my level of happiness with that person. I mean, I'm not saying that you need to be exactly the same person, but I think general interests are really important. So what are the negative side of things? The opposite of those. Like it's been, in explaining the negative, it just shows me more and more what I want for the positive. But obviously, someone who's not kind, or someone someone who is self-centered. At the end of the day, like, it has to be about them. That's something that really that takes away a lot. That diminishes happiness. It just kind of makes your life kind of miserable anyway sometimes. And then also inflexibility of thought. Inflexibility. So someone who has a hard time seeing things from other angles, or from other people's perspectives, or just generally just can't put themselves in your shoes or somebody else's shoes, or that makes things really hard sometimes, and that definitely diminishes happiness. And of course, then also if you don't share interests with somebody, and you can't build those shared stories together, or at least not very easily, then that can diminish things as well. I kind of feel bad ending on a negative, like starting with the good and going to the bad. So I'll tell a story. So my parents have an amazing relationship. And this is something that impacted me a lot, is that they came from totally different perspectives on life, different everything. My mom was from a far, like, Rhode Island Jewish family. My dad comes from a Southern Baptist, like, middle of the country, farming and fishing family. It was two very different people. And having seen them always put the other person first and always pushing forward to make it work no matter what, even though their families really disagreed with them being together, it just showed me that, if you love someone, you can really make it work.